Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Well, this defense for the Rams, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
And this is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a first down on this opening drive.
Come on, set.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now back to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll look to throw again.
Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Justin Reed.
And the Rams are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
You look at this Niner defense.
Now they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
That's into the hands of Akers, complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 32 on the play.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed, because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number 1, it's easy for him to get lost. And number 2, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
Open man right side is Cup, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Great gains back-to-back. Last time over 30 yards, better than 20 here. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off, because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down and put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. And he is going to lose yardage here. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
60 Bobcat. 60 Maverick.
Goes right back to Smith again.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
A quick throw caught by Cup out wide.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Akers is going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. So a great start. They force the turnover on the other side and then take it down the field on their first drive and finish it off with a short touchdown run.
Nice and efficient, excellent job blocking, finds the gap and barrels into the end zone. Great way to finish off that drive.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, a 22. Well, maybe that'll help him settle back into a groove after the interception on the first drive here, picking up the first to start drive number 2.
And it is just starting over, isn't it? Sometimes it's just how you have to do it. You have to erase things from your mind. Don't worry about what happened before, because over the course of a game, the good players, things turn out pretty well for them, and that's what he's trying to do here.
You talk about this Rams defense.
And this unit, very tough to throw against, currently second best in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
That's to the former Alabama man, Cameron Latu.
And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
And they are winners of 2 straight games as they have climbed back to 500 now on the season.
And you and I both know that this can be a tough team to figure out sometimes, because I remember a few weeks ago you and I having a conversation where we both thought that this was a season that could get away from them pretty quickly. Obviously not.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A first down carry for Davis.
To about the 40-yard line. The Rams at 500, 3-3 through the season's first 6 weeks. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 6.
To the outside, this is complete to Jackson. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
They'll try and run for this with Akers.
And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47.
Mills. Down the left sideline.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 30 yards there.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here.
Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Davis. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
That'll be caught by Cup. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now it's 3rd and 4. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield, and if you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they help.
Touchdown, Rams. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Rams have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. On play action, they'll throw. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
Now he's loose down the middle of the field.
Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 78 yards.
And the Niners are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Moody good with the extra point.
And that'll make our score 14-7.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. they've got a chance for that third consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
That'll give them 8 that time, and that brings up third and a full 10 yards. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well, great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play. On third down, here's Mills. Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
From the gun, a give to Davis.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for first and 10.
Mills going to keep it on the option right.
And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. 10 more there and another first down.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. And how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. And let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Up the middle to Davis. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Second down and 6 now.
Again, it's Davis. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Mills from the gun on third down.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown.
Davis Mills
with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game.
And the Rams' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
And Debo going to have a Niners first down as he'll get this up to the 43.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
Picked off by John Johnson. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Inside give to Davis. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. Here's Mills.
And Davis with it left side. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A gain there of 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Mills now.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Patrick Queen.
And the 49ers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety.
I've got to give them a ton of credit here because they're just refusing to give that other sideline any kind of hope. That safety not only kills the drive, but adds to a big early lead. And the way that this one's going, I would expect that lead to continue to grow in the ensuing possessions.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
Mills throw here hauled in by Cup. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started.
The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25.
Let's go.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
Let's go.
On 1st and 10, Mills. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
18 rattling. 18 rattling.
Throwing, Mills.
This is Smith with a grab. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now a handoff to Davis, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another 1st down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Panther 11. Panther 11. Buffalo 18. Trap 60. Trap 60.
Looking to throw is Mills.
Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 20-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
60 Bobcat.
Mills now on 2nd down. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
Now Mills.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good.
So when you factor in the safety, this now a 5-point swing.
And look, I'm not going to turn away a 5-point swing because 5 points, that's valuable. Don't get me wrong on this. But if they could have taken that safety and added 7 to it, now you're talking about a really big swing.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Here's a give to Davis. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Davis is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the third quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
They'll try to punch it in with Davis, and he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. A great play there. His second rushing touchdown on the year, and the Rams use the short field to get in for 6. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And that will bump the lead up to 26. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
79 Broncos.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Back to throw again. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Now a second down throw for Mills.
And that one complete downfield to Cup. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 36. That one good for 26 and a first down. Final minute now of the third quarter. Mills now looks to throw on first down. They'll set up the screen with Davis. A beautiful fake. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Well, partner, they've used him quite well out of the backfield in this one. And here's another nice example. They set up the screen, and he's able to pick his way downfield for a nice gain there.
A first down throw for Mills. That'll be caught. It's Cup. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A well-executed 22-yard gain. It'll be first and goal when we come back. They'll try and run for it with Davis. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Rams have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the fourth. Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a fourth straight loss. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's on his way. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
On the carry, it's Davis. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Davis again.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away.
And the Rams continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the fourth.
Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to...
And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for the Niners. 63 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Back to throw here. That's complete right around the 8. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. He'll look to throw.
Here's Mitchell with a catch out of the backfield.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Mitchell.
And the avenue collapsed for him as he's going to be held up short of the goal line. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a...
That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco.
A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Niners get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Moody good with the extra point.
As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard. But they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
Mills to throw it. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
This is fielded at the 27. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And they're going to speed things up here. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Good, clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
That is caught.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Now Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
They'll look to throw again. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Rams are going to get the football here at their own 23. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Damone Clark. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Here's Davis now. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. Able to pick up a healthy chunk of yards, 7-yard gain, but a tough 3rd and 9 upcoming.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to